It now gives me great pleasure to turn the microphone over to a wonderful young person who's contributed massively to our school. The student is known by everyone for his welcoming smile, his commitment to the school, and his willingness to use his voice to inspire. There is little surprise that when it came to representing the graduating class, he was wholeheartedly endorsed by his peers. I'm thrilled to introduce the 2024 Valedictorian, Joh'nell Cleveland.
Thank you. Welcome, faculty, families, friends, and special guests. And good evening, grad class of 2024. First off, I'd like to thank my peers for making my high school experience something truly special. I'd also like to thank the teachers and faculty for setting me up with all the knowledge and helping me learn all the things I need to succeed and making everything work behind the scenes. Finally, I'd like to thank my family, especially my parents, my Auntie Kay, and Uncle B, for providing me with every opportunity I needed to succeed. They've done so much for me to help me achieve my goals and dreams, and they're the reason I'm even able to stand here on this stage at this school now. I'm also grateful that this year I was able to be one of the heads of house for Barnacle as a leader in the boarding community, and on top of that, I'm grateful to be one of the 4 founding members of SMU's first Black Student Union with Tuli, Ruki, and Choma. And of course, I'm honored to be here standing before you all today as valedictorian and representative of the graduating class of 2024. Although it is a great honor, I am also very nervous because I've never spoken in front of this many people in my life. And I also promise I won't try to imagine you all naked. I don't really think that would help much. When it came time to run for valedictorian, I had people I knew, people I didn't know, people I'm close with, and people I've never spoken to before tell me they'd want me to represent them as their valedictorian. And I want to make the people who sincerely trusted and believed in me happy. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not like I do this only to make other people happy. Of course, I want people to like me and for my parents to be proud of me, just like anyone else. But I wanted to make the absolute most of any opportunity I could find to change myself into someone that I could be proud of first. It felt good to have people congratulate me for my achievements, but no matter how big or how honorable, the memory of those achievements fade, and the once inflated ego deflates. Of course, I love having my ego pumped up just as much as the next person. And don't get me wrong, it's not necessarily a bad thing. But lots of people get lost working hard for that rush of validation you get when it feels like people see you and see something special in you. But I believe the source of those feelings of satisfaction and contentment should first come from oneself. But we can't all be perfect. We can't all be like John Perkins from the Howard Cafe. Nobody in this world will ever be perfect, no matter how hard they try or wish they were. That's because we all have our flaws and our shortcomings. But our goal shouldn't necessarily be to achieve perfection. It should be to change in ways that make yourself happy and in a way that lifts others up with you. As a school, we've been growing and improving in so many ways. Like our students were constantly outdoing themselves with these spectacular musical performances, and this year SMU actually held its first arts banquet for the artists and creative minds of the school. There have also been significant achievements for the athletes of the school who I can hear and watch push themselves daily, training on the fields and other facilities, pursuing victories in the name of the Blue Jag. I hope we can all agree that this year has been a huge success for us all, and I hope we can continue with these successes moving forward as we continue to grow and evolve. Whether you're young and graduating or less young and not graduating, we all have the potential and a great power to become someone we can truly be proud of. But with that, in this world with great power, there must also come great responsibility. A responsibility to grow and learn and change for our children, our families, our friends, people we know, people we don't, and most importantly, ourselves. It can be anything, and you can do something, no matter how well or how badly, but just to experience becoming, to find out what's inside you, and to make your soul grow. High school only accounts for a paltry few years of our lives, and I really do hope they've been good years. Not all of us have been here for the same amount of time. Some of us are lifers at SMU, and some of us only joined the school this year. Regardless of how long you've been a student at this school, I speak for everyone, as I know we've all been able to make such invaluable memories and lifelong connections with the people we love at this school. One of my recent favorite memories was the merciless game of senior gotcha we all played. It definitely was fun watching people chase each other around campus barefoot and come up with crazy strategies to lure targets out of safe zones and tag them for a cash prize. It was also crazy to see and hear so many mildly disturbing stories about how easily and quickly people were able to find out where their targets lived and stalk their houses waiting to tag them. Another one of my favorites was hanging out with my friends Robert, Evan, and Ricky until the sky turned dark and the stars came out. We decided to take a step outside and get some fresh air. But as we sat in the middle of the field to stargaze, we saw some sort of strange greenish smudge in the sky. We sat and speculated about what this was, and as time passed and the smudge grew, we slowly realized we were watching the northern lights slowly sprawl and stretch across the dim night sky. A few more minutes had passed, and in the blink of an eye, about half of the entire boarding community was flooded on the field to try to get a look at the sky and a few pictures to save the moment. Even some of the house parents came out and let students stay a few minutes past check-in time just to savor that moment. It was a beautiful moment, and it encapsulates the part of the school community being, as diverse as it is, being unified and enjoying the same experience altogether. So many things have happened for us this year and in all the years leading up to now. Though I do hope they were good years, I really hope, even more, that they weren't your best years. Because I know that we all have even better things waiting for us outside this school's ivy-cloaked brick walls. Thank you for attending today's ceremony and lending me a few minutes of your time. I hope what I've said can resonate with you beyond these walls. And I can confidently speak for the entire graduating class when I say vivat and peace out.